Well, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for attending. My name is Rick Nicholls, and I'm the Member of Provincial Parliament for the riding of Chatham-Kent-Leamington. I'm also the Deputy Speaker of the House of the Legislature of the Assembly of Ontario. I'm a three-term MPP, having been first elected in 2011. Serving the constituents of Chatham-Kent-Leamington as Deputy Speaker of the House are the greatest honors I could ever hope for. For personal reasons, together with my wife Diane of 44 years, I made the personal decision not to inoculate with the COVID-19 vaccine. I took the Premier at his word that vaccination is a choice and that all Ontarians have a constitutional right to make such a choice. I also understand from recent media reports that those that are unvaccinated transmit the virus just as easily as those that are vaccinated. I also understand that the intended results of the vaccine may diminish after 4 to 8 months. Now, regardless, like almost 2 million eligible Ontarians, I choose to exercise this autonomy over my own body while continuing to work hard for the people of Ontario. 3 days ago, I received a call from the campaign manager for the Ontario PC 2022 re-election campaign. Unfortunately, in a demeaning tone, this individual threatened that I will be expelled from the Ontario PC caucus if I do not vaccinate by 5 p.m. today. Expulsion means leaving the government benches and may result in the loss of my office as Deputy Speaker. Now, over the past 10 years, I've always strived to do the right thing. For the last 18 months, I watched with great sadness not only the effect of COVID, but the remarkable health, mental impacts, and economic toll on our government's pandemic response. I watched members of my own family lose their entire livelihood and suffer tremendous toll to their mental health. I have voiced my concerns about our policy privately to the Premier and to the Ontario PC caucus. But under no circumstances will I, nor should any Ontarian, be forced or coerced to do something against their will. To do so is an affront to the democratic principles of this magnificent institution. I will await word from the Premier's office, but in any event, I will continue to serve the people of the great riding of Chatham-Kent-Leamington, for there is no greater honor than to serve one's own community, province, and country. I will not be taking any questions. Thank you very much for your time today.
Mr. Nicholls, are you staying on as a PC MPP for now, or are you stepping aside and staying as an independent? What are you going to do?
As of 5 o'clock today, up to 5 o'clock today, I am still a PC caucus member, and I will remain there until I'm told otherwise. Thank you very much for your time.
All right, well, there you have it. There you have it, a man of courage. As a politician, a man of courage steps out, and it appears he has defied the fat Premier of Ontario. I say fat as a reference to very low self-esteem. The fact that he has a problem, I wish him the best to get better, but his brain, his mental health, or let me put it this way. I suspect that he has capitulated to the owners. I think he's just a front man, and he has very low self-esteem and can make up his own mind about stuff like this noble individual, an MPP here in Ontario, Rick Nicholls, who has defied the injection order for good reason, an experimental injection for a beer virus. It hasn't been tested, so my admiration goes out to Rick Nicholls in this peculiar world we live in now. It's yeah, like Mickey sees his own shadow on the wall and believes it's real. This is the nature. The nature of our existence now is living in a cartoon, as you see, playing. It makes no sense. It's totally illogical. However, there are some noble individuals left in the system, and this is a guy who's been in the system. He was elected in 2011, so he's been in there for 10 years. And my impression has always been that people ultimately capitulate, and I still think they do, with the exception of a few souls. Whatever happened in his life that made him grow a set and decided to defy the consensual, compliant, conformist, get along, go along, get along nature of our system. And my admiration goes out to this man. And I thought I'd make this video. I'm not sure if this qualifies for a strike. I haven't been making videos. I had a strike, and I wasn't able to post for a while, and the strike is off. So anyway, I thought I'd make this this brief video about a noble soul. I like to give the good news occasionally. Yes, yes, death is right at the door, and I don't know why I chose this cartoon background. It just seemed appropriate in the face of this extraordinary tyrannical overreach. Yes, the monsters are lurking at our door. And anyway, this man has stepped out, and I hope the cartoon in the background was a little entertaining. So I think that's it. Bravo, bravo, Rick Nicholls, MPP for Ontario. Bravo, Rick Nicholls.